This episode of Tolle Run is brought to you by LifeCore Yoga, FitSock, the Carrie Training Camp, and M-Tech Results. Hi, I'm Olympian Carrie Tollefson, and today I'm doing prenatal yoga. So let's get after it.
Yoga is that one cross-training activity you can do that creates overall strength in your body. So it may not isolate one specific point within a yoga class, but it creates that overall strength from inside. So you focus on the breath. You focus on allowing more blood and oxygen to circulate within your body. You want to think about opening and relaxing and moving on your day without holding that tension in your shoulders. You think about running. If your shoulders are relaxed and your chest is open, you're going to be more efficient. Your arms are going to drop a little bit more. You're going to do that more hands in the pocket type formation, and you're going to be able to breathe and get those longer breaths in. You're in the second trimester. So usually in the second trimester, you get your energy a little bit more back than that first trimester. So you're ready to move a little bit more. You're ready to kind of stretch and lengthen the muscles and create activity within your body, to create that healthy baby growing inside. And so you think about yoga postures. You're not only lengthening and stretching out the muscles, you're also stretching the tissues that encase the muscles. So we are just starting in an easy sit pose. So just gently allow your hands to rest on your knees. So just draw your shoulders back and just begin to breathe deeply. So really engaging that Ujjayi pranayama, that yogic breath. So deep inhales through the nose, feeling your chest rise. And deep exhales through the nose, feeling your ribs contract, pull in. Just taking a few more breaths here, really settling your mind and settling your body. So from here, Carrie, we're going to move into that seated cat-cow. So when we move into that seated cat-cow, we're going to take an inhalation through the nose to prepare, so breathing in. And then we're going to exhale into cats, really tucking around. So just allow yourself to gently grab your knees and really open up your upper back. This will take the tension off your lower back, which may get a little sore within your pregnancy. Now inhale to your cow, so gently lift your chest and lift your gaze up. So it's a supported assist with the cat-cow. So inhale here, and exhale back to your cat. So really tucking your rounding, keeping your chest lifted, shoulders rolled back. Inhale, coming back to that seated cow. And exhale, back to your cat. Coming back up to that easy sit posture. We're gonna allow our hands to come behind us, so fingertips point the seat. Gently bend your elbows. This is a nice chest expansion. Usually in the second trimester, pregnant women are looking more for hip openers and chest openers to kind of allow your chest to stay expanded with the new tissue growth. But so we're just gonna kind of gently press in our palms and gently have a soft bend to your elbows. And just think about lifting up your chest. So really not concaving, keeping support with your back, and just breathing here. Really thinking about stretching open the front side of your body. Now just slowly walking your hands back up so you've got that stability to support so you don't feel uneasy. And now we're going to transition onto our hands and knees. So you can just gently transition on. There's no graceful way. So when you think about coming to this tabletop formation, so we're in tabletop, you want to have that neutral spine. So really spread all 5 fingers wide and allow your fingers to turn out slightly to really protect your wrists, and then allow your elbows to rotate out. We're going to move into a spinal balance. So spinal balance is great for pregnancy and great for, people who are not pregnant. Yeah. So it really takes a lot of core engagement, and it really builds that stability and that strength that you're going to need. Okay. So we're going to use an inhale to extend our right arm long. So gaze is just to the top of your mat. And exhale, just allow your left heel to reach towards the back. So you think of keep that right shoulder open, and really engage your left glute, flex through your left foot, and feel stable. And exhale, come back to that tabletop position, neutral spine. Use an inhale to extend your left arm long. So really relax through your left shoulder, and exhale, just reach that right heel back. So finding that stability right here, having your belly is gonna kind of weigh you down a little bit. So you think of engage that right glute, reach through your right heel so you feel some hamstring engagement. Just reach and extending, looking at the top of your mat. So just take one more inhale to reach and extend. And exhale, coming back to that tabletop formation. Now we're just going to come to standing on our knees. And we're going to go into that stretching of the toes. So just curl your toes under and allow your hips to sink. So this stretches the bottoms of your feet. Yes, pull your top down too. So this stretches the bottoms of your feet. Okay. So you think of yoga, you want to have strong feet, you want to have flexible feet. It helps loosen up tight feet. A lot of runners have tight feet too. It's a great stretch. And so you're just going to breathe here for about 30 to 60 seconds. And then you're going to do that counter posture, and you're going to stand back on your knees, release the tops of your feet to the mat, and come into that hero's pose to really get that knee compression and recirculate that blood. And you would want to hold hero's pose for 30 to 60 seconds as well to counteract. 30 to 60. So now we're just going to come back to standing on our knees. We're going to work our way up to standing. So just allow your right foot to come forward. Okay. So stability. Allow your hands to come down, and left foot's going to meet your right. So you're at the top of your mat. And just slowly rise up. So usually in yoga, we want to have our feet toe heel together to touch, but with pregnancy, you want more of that stability, so you're going to have that wider stance. Okay. You're going to look at more of that hip width distance. Yep. So all 10 toes are pointing forward, and just feel a little grounded. Okay. We're going to use an inhale to come up to mountain pose, so fingertips reach up. You can take your gaze up, you can just breathe here. Just think about lifting. Now allow your palms to press into each other to really lift and open your chest. Now relaxing your shoulders down. So this gives a nice relaxed state for your shoulders, really opening up your chest, just holding here. So I'm going to use an inhale just to extend fingertips, and exhale, hands come behind your back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to gently step our left foot back into that low lunge formation. So you think of just stay more lifted, so you're not compressing on your belly. You want to definitely stay more lifted. So you can always use that block to kind of rest, on the outside, and just rest your left fingertips on there. So you can press yourself up so you're not compressing onto the belly. You definitely don't want to compress during the second trimester when you're showing more. It's not healthy for the baby. Okay. So then from here, we're just going to allow our left heel to drop. So think of allowing your heel to line up with your arch of your left foot. Okay. And then we're going to slowly rise up to that warrior two formation. So you think of it extending through fingertips. Now take your left hand to your left hip and just gently tuck it in. So it's square. Oh, I see. So now you can bring your left arm back and just reach and extend. So we think about just allowing yourself to build that momentum and that stability within your feet, and just really working on drawing that right knee open, really engaging your right inner thigh. Okay. So just breathing here. Now we're going to move into that side angle. So allow that right elbow to come down and left fingertips to reach. And so really think about allowing that left shoulder to come down. If it's too much on your shoulder, you can always move to that half bind to open up that left shoulder, but keep your hips square. So you have to keep that left hip closed down. So when you think of moving from that warrior two, when we adjusted the hip to close, you want to keep it closed here. Okay. So now we're just going to come back up to that warrior two. We're going to come back down to that low lunge. So really working on squaring the hips down. And then we're just going to come back tabletop position, an easy transition. So left foot's going to come in front. And then we're going to step up top of the mat. So feet are going to be hip width distance apart so you can feel stable, and just rising up to that mountain pose. So one big swooping motion, gazing up, and just breathing here, relaxing shoulders, feeling lifted and grounded. And then just releasing the hands down, and then slowly allowing yourself to bend, really hinging from your hips. So you don't want to allow it to go in your lower back. You want to make sure in your second trimester that you're really hinging from your hips and torso. Oh, okay. Yep. So now we're going to step that right foot back. So allowing your block to come to the other side, staying more lifted so you're not compressing your belly, and really pressing to that right heel. So
we're not yet.
No,
okay.
not yet, not yet.
Okay.
So now we're going to move into that warrior two stance. We're going to start from the ground up. So that right foot's going to drop, and then we're going to allow our arms to circle up. So you really want to work on that heel to arch alignment, so you might need to move that left foot in just a little bit. There you go. So the same thing, take that right hand to your hip and draw that right hip down. There you go. And now extend that right arm. So this helps build that strength and that stamina.
And how long do you hold this?
You want to hold it for 30 to 60 seconds.
Most of your postures are 30 to 60 seconds.
Yep. So now we're going to drop that left arm down, that left elbow, and extend that right fingertips up. So we're in that side angle. So either you can stay here, just stay more lifted and keep that right hip turned in, or you can move into that half bind to help open up that shoulder. So you think of that opening of the upper body. Okay. So now we're going to rise up on an inhale to warrior two, and then we're going to exhale into that low lunge. So now we're just going to step back to tabletop position.
Thanks for joining me for Prenatal Yoga. Lindsay says,
Namaste.
And I say, get after it.
Right. The flowing, because I was like, how am I going to get pregnant Carrie Tollefson on the ground in an interesting way? Okay, let's just start easy sit. Okay.
You are they are recording, and whatever you say might get aired. Yes. Okay. Let's do this, Lindsay.
Let's do this, Carrie. Let's get after it.
Okay, we're getting after it. Not having a baby though today.
Not having a baby though today.